Welcome back to our channel, Rare Coins Collection, where we delve deep into the captivating world of rare coins and hidden treasures. Today, we're shining a spotlight on a seemingly humble coin that could hold incredible value, the United States 1-cent coin from 1981 with a mint mark. You might just have one of these little gems tucked away in your collection or even in your pocket. Stay with us, because by the end of this video, you'll learn just how much this coin could potentially be worth. To truly appreciate the 1981 1-cent coin, we need to understand its historical context. The early 1980s were a time of significant change in the United States. The economy was experiencing high inflation rates, and many Americans were concerned about their financial future. During this period, the U.S. Mint produced several variations of the penny, with 1981 marking a year of particular interest to collectors. In 1981, the Mint produced coins with different mint marks, specifically, those from the Philadelphia and Denver mints. However, it's the Philadelphia mint mark, represented by the absence of a mint mark on the coin, that has garnered special attention from collectors due to its rarity in certain conditions. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1981 1-cent coin. On the obverse, we have the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln, a symbol of unity and strength for the nation. This portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, has graced the penny since 1909, making it one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage. On the reverse side, you'll find the familiar depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to Lincoln's legacy and the values he stood for. The details of this design reflect the artistry and craftsmanship of U.S. coin production, but what makes the 1981 coin particularly interesting are the variations that can exist based on minting errors or unique characteristics. What really elevates the 1981 1-cent coin to a collector's item is its rarity, especially when it comes to certain minting conditions. Many coins from this era were produced in high quantities, but not all have survived in excellent condition. Collectors highly value coins that show minimal wear, as these can often fetch much higher prices in the market. In fact, the 1981 penny has garnered attention not just for its condition but also for some fascinating minting errors. Certain coins from this year exhibit doubling, where elements of the design appear twice, due to errors in the die. These mistakes are highly sought after and can significantly increase the value of the coin. As we mentioned earlier, the mint mark plays a crucial role in determining the value of the 1981 penny. The absence of a mint mark indicates it was produced in Philadelphia, while a D signifies it was minted in Denver. But even within these categories, some unique variants exist. For example, certain 1981 coins have been found with a small date versus a large date design. This subtle difference can make a big impact on the coin's value. If you happen to come across a 1981 small date penny in mint condition, you may have a real treasure on your hands. So, how can you determine if your 1981 1-cent coin is one of those valuable variants? Start by examining the coin closely. Look for any signs of wear and tear, as well as for the mint mark. If it's in good condition and you notice any doubling or other unusual features, it might be worth getting it appraised by a professional. Remember, the condition of the coin is crucial. Coins that have been kept in protective holders or those that show no signs of circulation will always be more valuable to collectors. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you have a 1981 1-cent coin in exceptional condition or one of those rare variants, you could be sitting on a treasure worth an astonishing $50,000, that's right, $50,000 for a single 1-cent coin. Who knew that such a small piece of currency could hold such immense value? So, if you've got a stash of coins lying around or happen to find one of these in your change, take a moment to examine it closely. You might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. Today, we're focusing on a particular coin that might be sitting quietly in your collection or even your pocket, the United States 1-cent coin from 1991 with a mint mark. You might be surprised to learn just how much this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll discover the astonishing value of this penny. Let's start by setting the stage with a bit of history. The early 1990s were a time of economic transition in the United States. The country was coming out of a recession and gearing up for a period of growth. In 1991, the U.S. Mint produced a variety of coins, including the classic Lincoln penny. While the penny has been a staple of American currency since 1793, the 1991 version holds special significance for collectors due to certain features and variations that can drastically affect its value. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1991 1-cent coin. The obverse features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a tribute to one of America's most revered leaders. This design, created by Victor David Brenner, has been a familiar sight on the penny since 1909. It symbolizes unity, freedom, and the enduring spirit of the American people. On the reverse side, we find the Lincoln Memorial, which serves as a reminder of Lincoln's legacy and the values he stood for. The intricate details of both sides of the coin highlight the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. But what makes the 1991 penny particularly interesting is the presence of mint marks, which can significantly influence its value. In 1991, the U.S. Mint produced pennies with different mint marks, specifically from Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia Mint coins typically do not have a mint mark, while those from the Denver Mint are marked with a D. It's important to know which mint your coin comes from, as this can affect its collectability and value. However, the real treasure lies in the coins that have unique characteristics or errors. Certain 1991 pennies are known for having striking minting errors, like double dies or planchet errors, that can make them particularly sought after by collectors. These types of variations can elevate the coin from a common piece of currency to a highly valuable collectible. The collector market for U.S. coins can be quite dynamic, with demand fluctuating based on rarity, condition, and unique features. The 1991 1-cent coin has gained attention due to the relatively few examples of certain variants that have survived in excellent condition. If you're a collector or just getting started, it's essential to know what to look for. Coins that show minimal signs of wear, have clear details, and exhibit unique features are always more valuable. Professional grading services can help you assess the condition of your coin and determine its market value. So, how do you know if you've got a valuable 1991 penny on your hands? Start by examining the coin closely. Look for the mint mark. If it's from the Denver Mint, that's a good sign. Next, check for any unique characteristics like doubling or unusual features. If your penny is in pristine condition, it could be worth investigating further. Consider getting it appraised by a professional or submitting it for grading. Coins in high grades can command significantly higher prices, especially if they possess unique qualities that set them apart from the rest. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you find a 1991 1-cent coin that is in exceptional condition or possesses one of those rare minting errors, you could be looking at a coin worth an incredible $44,000, that's right, $44,000 for a single 1-cent coin. Who would have thought that something so small could hold such immense value? So, if you have a collection of coins or stumble across one of these gems, take the time to examine it closely. You might just have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Today, we're shining a spotlight on a coin that might be hiding in your collection or even your pocket, the United States 1-cent coin from 1982 with a mint mark. You might think of this coin as just a penny, but wait until you discover the incredible potential value it holds. Stick with us, because by the end of this video, you'll learn just how much this little gem could be worth. To appreciate the significance of the 1982 1-cent coin, we need to look at the historical context of that year. 1982 was a pivotal time in U.S. history. The country was emerging from a period of high inflation and economic uncertainty in the late 1970s and early 1980s. As the economy stabilized, the U.S. Mint was busy producing coins to meet the needs of the public. The 1982 penny is particularly notable because it marked the transition from a copper composition to a zinc composition. Prior to 1982, pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, due to rising copper prices, the mint began producing pennies that were composed of 97.5% zinc and just 2.5% copper, leading to two distinct types of pennies being minted that year. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1982 1-cent coin. On the obverse, you'll see the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln. This image, designed by Victor David Brenner, has graced the penny since 1909, symbolizing unity and resilience in American history. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial serves as a reminder of Lincoln's enduring legacy. The intricate details on both sides reflect the artistry and craftsmanship of U.S. coin production. However, what makes the 1982 penny especially intriguing are the variations that arose from the minting process and material changes. In 1982, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint generally do not have a mint mark, while those minted in Denver feature a D mint mark. But what truly elevates the value of certain 1982 pennies are the rare errors and unique characteristics found in some of them. For example, the 1982 small date and large date variations have become quite popular among collectors. The small date coins are rarer, and their unique appearance can significantly boost their market value. Additionally, there are examples of 1982 pennies made with the earlier copper composition, which are particularly valuable due to their limited availability. The collector market for U.S. coins can be quite dynamic, and the demand for 1982 pennies has surged over the years. Many collectors are drawn to the uniqueness of these coins, especially those that exhibit the rarer characteristics. As always, the condition of a coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. Coins that have been well preserved, showing minimal signs of wear, are always more desirable. For those of you just starting out in coin collecting, knowing what to look for can make all the difference. Unique features, mint marks, and overall condition can all influence a coin's value significantly. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1982 penny in your possession? Start by examining the coin closely. Check for the mint mark. If it's a D from the Denver Mint, that's a positive sign. Next, look for the small date versus large date distinction. A small date penny is harder to find and often commands a higher price. If you suspect you have a rare coin, consider getting it appraised by a professional or submitting it for grading. Coins in excellent condition with unique characteristics can fetch impressive prices, making it worthwhile to have them evaluated. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you happen to find a 1982 1-cent coin in exceptional condition, especially if it's a small date version or has some rare minting errors, you could be looking at a coin worth an astonishing $49,000, that's right, $49,000 for a single 1-cent coin. Who knew that such a small piece of currency could hold such immense value? So, if you have a collection of coins or come across one of these pennies, take the time to examine it closely. You might just have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Today, we're focusing on a particular coin that may be quietly resting in your collection or even hiding in your pocket, the United States 1-cent coin from 1961 with a mint mark. You might think of this penny as just another piece of currency, but wait until you discover the incredible potential value it holds. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll learn just how much this little gem could be worth. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1961 1-cent coin, we need to take a step back and look at the historical context of that year. The early 1960s were a time of great change in the United States. The country was experiencing a post-war economic boom, characterized by rising consumerism and advancements in technology. This was also the era of civil rights movements and significant social change. The U.S. Mint was busy producing coins to meet the needs of a growing economy, and the 1961 penny was a part of that. Coin collectors and enthusiasts started to take note of the differences in minting processes and variations in coins, making this year particularly interesting for numismatists. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1961 1-cent coin. On the obverse, you'll see the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a tribute to one of America's most revered leaders. Designed by Victor David Brenner, Lincoln's image has graced the penny since 1909, symbolizing unity and resilience in American history. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a testament to Lincoln's enduring legacy and the values he stood for. The details on both sides of the coin showcase the artistry and craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint. However, the 1961 penny is particularly captivating due to the variations that can exist based on mint marks and other characteristics. In 1961, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint typically do not have a mint mark, while those minted in Denver are marked with a D. This mint mark is crucial, as it can significantly affect the coin's desirability and value among collectors, but what truly elevates the 1961 penny to collectible status are the rare errors and unique characteristics found in some of them. For example, some 1961 pennies feature striking errors, such as double dies or misaligned designs, which can greatly increase their value. The collector market for U.S. coins can be quite dynamic, and the demand for 1961 pennies has grown over the years. Many collectors are eager to add unique coins to their collections, especially those that exhibit rare characteristics. The condition of a coin is paramount. Those in excellent condition are always more desirable. If you're new to coin collecting, understanding what to look for is essential. Unique features, mint marks, and overall condition can all influence a coin's value significantly. Learning about these factors can help you identify valuable pieces in your collection. So, how can you determine if you have a valuable 1961 penny on your hands? Start by examining the coin closely. Check for the mint mark. If it's a D from the Denver Mint, that's a good indicator. Next, look for any minting errors, such as doubling or misalignments. A penny in excellent condition, particularly one with a rare error, is always worth investigating further. If you suspect you have a unique coin, consider getting it appraised by a professional or submitting it for grading. Coins in high grades can fetch impressive prices, especially if they have rare characteristics that set them apart from the rest. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. If you discover a 1961 1-cent coin in exceptional condition or with one of those rare minting errors, you could be looking at a coin worth an astonishing $59,000, that's right, $59,000 for a single 1-cent coin. Who knew that such a small piece of currency could hold such incredible value? So, if you have a collection of coins or come across one of these pennies, take the time to examine it closely. You might just have a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. Today, we're shining the spotlight on a fascinating piece of American history, the United States 1-cent coin from 1976 with a mint mark. This small but mighty coin holds secrets and stories that could make it worth a surprising amount of money. Stick with us as we explore its history, design, and, most importantly, its value. To understand the significance of the 1976 1-cent coin, we first need to take a step back in time. The year 1976 was a landmark year in the United States, as the nation celebrated its bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. This was a time of national pride and reflection, and it influenced many aspects of American life, including the design of its currency. The U.S. Mint issued special coins to commemorate this occasion, making 1976 a notable year for collectors. Although the cent coin didn't undergo a major design change like the quarters did, it still represents an era of celebration and historical significance. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1976 1-cent coin. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln, which has graced the penny since 1909. The date, 1976, appears prominently, marking the year of issue. But what really makes this coin special is the mint mark located on the reverse side. Depending on where the coin was minted, you'll find different letters: D for Denver, P for Philadelphia, and S for San Francisco. Each mint mark adds an element of rarity and value to the coin, particularly the S mint mark, which is far less common. So, what makes the 1976 1-cent coin so appealing to collectors? It primarily boils down to rarity and condition. While millions of these coins were produced, only a small fraction remain in uncirculated or mint condition. Coins that have been well preserved, free from wear and damage, are highly sought after by collectors. Moreover, certain mint marks have higher demand. For example, the 1976 S-proof penny is particularly prized among enthusiasts. If you're lucky enough to find one of these in excellent condition, you might just have a treasure on your hands. In addition to mint marks, some 1976 1-cent coins feature unique characteristics or errors. These could range from misprints to variations in design details. Collectors are always on the lookout for such anomalies, as they can significantly enhance a coin's value. If you come across a 1976 penny that seems a little off, it might be worth investigating further. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: value. The market for coins can fluctuate based on various factors, including demand and condition. But to give you an idea, a well-preserved 1976 1-cent coin, especially with the right mint mark, can fetch impressive prices. For example, one pristine example of the 1976 S penny has been known to sell for an astounding $54,000. Yes, you heard that right. This small coin could potentially hold a huge financial reward for collectors. So, there you have it, a deep dive into the United States 1-cent coin from 1976, complete with its historical context, design, rarity, and potential value. If you happen to have one of these coins in your collection, or if you come across one, make sure to check its condition and mint mark. It could be more valuable than you think. Today, we're turning our attention to a captivating piece of American currency, the United States 1-cent coin from 1964, specifically focusing on the significance of its mint marks. This seemingly ordinary penny could be hiding some extraordinary value. Stay with us as we explore its history, design, rarity, and just how much this little coin could be worth. To understand the importance of the 1964 1-cent coin, we must first delve into the historical backdrop of the era. The year 1964 was a pivotal time in American history, marked by significant social change and political developments. It was also the last year that the original Lincoln penny design, created by Victor David Brenner, would remain unchanged for several decades. 1964 was an exciting year for U.S. coinage, as it was the last year that silver was used in dimes and quarters, making this year a transition point in American currency. The coinage system was evolving, and collectors began to take notice, leading to a growing interest in coins from this period. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1964 1-cent coin. The obverse features the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln, which has been a symbol of American resilience since 1909. Beneath Lincoln's image, you'll find the year 1964 prominently displayed, along with the inscription "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." On the reverse side, the coin showcases the iconic image of the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to one of America's most revered presidents. The reverse design not only represents Lincoln's legacy but also reflects a sense of national pride and unity during a time of change. Now, let's discuss what makes the 1964 1-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors. While many of these coins were minted, certain mint marks add layers of intrigue and value. The coins were produced at different mint facilities, including Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; and San Francisco, marked with an S. Of these, the San Francisco mint mark is particularly sought after, especially in higher grades. Coins from this mint tend to be more valuable, as fewer of them were released into circulation compared to their Denver and Philadelphia counterparts. In addition to their mint marks, some 1964 1-cent coins feature unique characteristics or minting errors that can significantly enhance their value. Error coins, those with misprints or unusual features, are highly sought after by collectors. For example, if you come across a 1964 penny with an off-center strike or unusual die variations, you may have stumbled upon a hidden gem. Now, let's get to the exciting part: the potential value of the 1964 1-cent coin. While many of these pennies are relatively common and may only be worth their face value, those in uncirculated or mint condition, especially with the coveted S mint mark, can command impressive prices. For instance, a pristine 1964 S penny can fetch as much as $58,000 in the right market. Yes, that's correct. A single penny could hold immense financial value for collectors who know what to look for. So there you have it, a deep dive into the United States 1-cent coin from 1964, highlighting its historical significance, captivating design, rarity, and potential value. If you have one of these coins in your collection, or if you come across one, don't underestimate its worth. Today, we're exploring a unique piece of American currency, the United States 1-cent coin from 1977, focusing on its mint marks and the hidden value it might possess. You might think it's just a penny, but stick around, this little coin could be worth a lot more than you imagine. To appreciate the significance of the 1977 1-cent coin, let's take a moment to look at the historical context of the time. The late 1970s were a period of change and challenge in the United States, marked by economic shifts and cultural movements. It was an era characterized by a push for innovation and a desire to commemorate the nation's history. The U.S. Mint continued producing coins with the Lincoln design, which has been beloved since 1909. The 1977 penny represents not just a currency denomination but also a reflection of American resilience and adaptability during a transformative decade. Now, let's dive into the design of the 1977 1-cent coin. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln, with the inscription Liberty and the year 1977. The image of Lincoln serves as a constant reminder of his enduring legacy and the values he stood for: freedom, equality, and unity. On the reverse, the coin features the iconic Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to the man who helped shape the nation. The detailed design captures the grandeur of this historical site, which symbolizes democracy and the American spirit. So, what makes the 1977 1-cent coin appealing to collectors? While millions of these coins were minted, certain mint marks significantly enhanced their value. The coins were produced in three main locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; and San Francisco, marked with an S. Of these, the 1977 S penny is particularly sought after by collectors, especially in uncirculated condition. The demand for coins from the San Francisco Mint tends to be higher due to their lower production numbers, making them a prized find for enthusiasts. Beyond the standard mint marks, some 1977 1-cent coins have unique features or minting errors that can make them even more valuable. Collectors often look for error coins, such as those with double strikes or off-center designs. If you happen to find a 1977 penny with unusual characteristics, it could significantly increase its worth. Now, let's get to the exciting part: the potential value of the 1977 1-cent coin. While many of these pennies are relatively common and worth their face value, those in pristine condition, particularly the 1977 S mint mark, can command impressive prices. In fact, a well-preserved 1977 S penny could be worth as much as $51,000. That's right, this small coin could potentially hold a treasure trove of value for collectors who are willing to dig a little deeper. So, there you have it, a comprehensive look at the United States 1-cent coin from 1977, exploring its historical context, captivating design, rarity, and market value. If you have one of these coins or happen to come across one, don't underestimate its potential worth. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American currency, the United States 1-cent coin from 1980, with a special focus on its mint marks. This small coin may look ordinary, but it could be hiding extraordinary value. Stick with us as we explore its history, design, rarity, and, most importantly, just how much this little penny could be worth. To fully appreciate the significance of the 1981 cent coin, let's set the scene. The year 1980 was marked by economic challenges in the United States, including high inflation and rising interest rates. Despite these difficulties, the country was experiencing a cultural renaissance, with music, art, and technology evolving rapidly. Amidst this backdrop, the U.S. Mint continued producing the beloved Lincoln penny, which had been in circulation since 1909. The 1980 penny represents not just currency, but also a reflection of an era filled with hope and resilience, capturing a moment in history that collectors and enthusiasts cherish. Let's take a closer look at the design of the 1981 cent coin. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, surrounded by the words "Liberty" and the year 1980. Lincoln's image has been a symbol of strength and unity for over a century, reminding us of the values that underpin American democracy. On the reverse side, the coin features the Lincoln Memorial, a stunning tribute to one of America's most revered leaders. The intricate details of the memorial symbolize not only Lincoln's legacy but also the ideals of freedom and equality that he championed throughout his life. Now, let's discuss what makes the 1981-cent coin particularly appealing to collectors. While millions of these coins were minted, the presence of mint marks can significantly enhance their value. The 1980 pennies were produced at three main mints: Philadelphia, with no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; and San Francisco, marked with an S. Among these, the 1980's mint mark is particularly sought after, especially in uncirculated condition. These coins are rarer than their Denver and Philadelphia counterparts, making them a prized find for collectors. In addition to the mint marks, some 1981-cent coins exhibit unique characteristics or minting errors that can elevate their value. Error coins, such as those with double strikes or misaligned designs, are highly sought after. If you stumble upon a 1980 penny that seems a bit unusual, it could potentially be a valuable collector's item. Now, let's get to the thrilling part: the potential value of the 1981-cent coin. While many of these pennies are common and may only be worth their face value, those in pristine condition, particularly the rare 1980's mint mark, can command impressive prices. In fact, a well-preserved 1980's penny could be worth as much as $50,000. That's right, this seemingly ordinary coin could be hiding a treasure trove of value for those who know how to spot it. So, there you have it, a detailed look at the United States 1-cent coin from 1980, highlighting its historical significance, captivating design, rarity, and market value. If you have one of these coins in your collection or come across one, don't overlook its potential worth. Today, we're shining the spotlight on a particular gem in American currency, the United States 1-cent coin from 1988, complete with its mint marks. This seemingly ordinary penny might just hold extraordinary value. Stick around as we explore its history, design, rarity, and how much this little coin could truly be worth. To fully appreciate the significance of the 1988 1-cent coin, let's take a moment to reflect on the historical backdrop of that year. The late 1980s were a dynamic time for the United States, characterized by economic growth, technological advancements, and cultural shifts. It was the age of personal computers, the rise of the internet, and a time when pop culture began to explode in new directions. As America was experiencing these changes, the U.S. Mint continued to produce the beloved Lincoln penny. The 1988 penny symbolizes not only currency but also a connection to a pivotal moment in American history, an era of innovation and optimism. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1988 1-cent coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has stood the test of time since 1909. Surrounding Lincoln's image are the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," both reflecting core American values. Flipping the coin over, we see the reverse side featuring the Lincoln Memorial. This architectural marvel not only honors Lincoln's legacy but also serves as a symbol of unity and freedom. The detailed craftsmanship in this design showcases the artistry that goes into U.S. coinage, making each penny a small piece of history. So, what makes the 1988 1-cent coin appealing to collectors? While millions of these coins were minted, mint marks can significantly impact their desirability and value. The 1988 pennies were produced at three major mints: Philadelphia, with no mint mark; Denver, marked with a D; and San Francisco, marked with an S. Of these, the 1988's penny is particularly sought after, especially when it comes to uncirculated examples. Fewer coins from the San Francisco Mint entered circulation, making them a prized possession for collectors who appreciate rarity. In addition to the mint marks, some 1988 1-cent coins showcase unique characteristics or minting errors that can elevate their value. Collectors are always on the lookout for error coins, those that feature misprints, double strikes, or other anomalies. If you come across a 1988 penny that seems a little unusual, it might just be a hidden treasure. Now, let's get to the exciting part, the potential value of the 1988 1-cent coin. While many of these pennies might seem common and worth their face value, those in pristine condition, especially the rare 1988's mint mark, can command impressive prices in the market. In fact, a well-preserved 1988's penny could be worth as much as $50,000. That's right, this small coin could hold significant value for savvy collectors who know how to recognize its worth. So there you have it, a detailed look at the United States 1-cent coin from 1988, exploring its historical context, captivating design, rarity, and market potential. If you have one of these coins or come across one, don't underestimate its value. If you enjoyed this exploration into the world of coin collecting and want to learn more about rare finds and their fascinating stories, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for joining us today, and happy collecting!